Well, he attack me. But Jaden Chase, they have to make the fans them know what really are going on.
Blessings Nation, and now welcome to the channel. Yeah, man, Jaden Chase. Another one that we're going to bring on another reasoning on the topic of current affairs. So if you're new to the channel, well, I'm suggesting that you click the subscribe icon and of course, let your voice be heard. Like and share the video, and yes, drop a comment in the comment section. Now, let's get right into the reasoning. Now, Nation, the Independent Commission of Investigations, Indecom, has exposed that 108 Jamaica Constabulary Force officers have been charged and should face prosecution or disciplinary action based on their recommendation. But there seems to be a clear cover-up taking place at the Jamaica Constabulary Force, as the Independent Commission has reported that there has been a failure on the part of the JCF to take any action against the officers in question. Now the story reads, the investigative body says recommendations were made for actions to be taken against the 138 officers in question, but no hearing was held. The Indecom Commissioner, Hugh Faulkner, on Thursday expressed concern about the lack of response from the JCF. And he stated that a failure to hold members accountable for their actions of corruption, misconduct, you name it, compromises the integrity of the police force. So Nation, based on even those statements alone, Indecom is stating that even when individuals or officers, as they have already stated that majority of the cases against officers were brought to their attention by other police officers themselves. Even when these cases are brought to Indecom, Indecom do the investigation and find say yes, these officers are indeed guilty, no action is taken by the JCF. They neither pass the information along to the public prosecutor nor take actions against these officers themselves. And clearly this will perpetuate the corruption that we see take place within the security forces. Now if a person I know say another co-worker going with some whole heap of forms of corruption, it become public knowledge, him get investigated by Indecom, it turns out that the evidence against him strong. Indecom recommends say yes, this can be a criminal case against him, and him disrespect the code of the police force. Nothing is done, whether because that gonna be the look, because they don't want people know say alright, boy, this is how it take place within the force itself. Because to date, some of the highest sentence, I would say, Jamaican law enforcement receive are from international authorities, with detail and document all of them corruption and criminal activity and present it to the world and say, look, this is how we are going. Either they never do it for the world, they might do it for them own court. And you know what I mean? The jury, they. But that's how the information come out. And a common theme is that them always say, for some reason, these individuals are never on the radar of local law enforcement. For one, majority of them are a part of law enforcement. You can't pay your own radar. Now the corruption will take place within the force predate the present commissioner. In probably still in the army when whole heap of them corruption are going on. And it will go on probably even way before that. But they have a unique opportunity now. But talk to me, Nation. Do you agree with the statements of some that of course local law enforcement is aware that corruption runs deep within the security forces, and that because of how it would look in the public space, majority of these cases are not investigated to the fullest, and because majority are some of these officers might have been investigating officers and only for big case, big trials, and that if they are found to be corrupt, those lawyers could say, well, a corrupt officer was on the case that, eventually got their client convicted, and maybe some form of appeal or something might happen, and considering those things, maybe that is why even based on Indecom recommendations, we still not see nothing take place. But wouldn't that also still be continued corruption? Now, of course, with crime and violence and the levels being what it is, of course, a competent police force, security forces overall, because the JDF, while being an army, are mostly used in, in joint operations with the JCF majority of the time. And I like them go overseas and aid, the forces or whatever the case is. Because with high levels of corruption and criminal activity taking place within the police force, it is hard for them to get a grip on crime. Public opinion is always split on them decisions. It always feel like every move is questioned. But it's definitely some major news. Indecom exposed the facts, even based on their recommendation, 138, which somebody that say the number should have higher, but even the 138 what them recommend, said disciplinary action should be taken against, maybe even criminal charges in some cases, because them say whether the incidents are minor or major. There has been no hearing, no action has been taken by the JCF. What did I say? Despite talk about being tough on corruption, clearly, Indecom commissioner exposed the police commissioner. From officers that attack officers, to soldiers that attack soldiers, to commissioners that expose commissioners. Most know the saying, what was hidden in the dark, and a whole heap of things definitely seem to be on the list of revelations. From integrity commission, I call out political leaders. I say, yes, you were there. Your signatures were on the documents. I feel like a full-time elected officials stop try use the loophole. When certain things happen, I feel like I had the opportunity with them have to be human and follow it and say, yeah, something go on this, and explain why it take place. If the situation is the reason why it take place kind of look away, then it is what it is. But some people are saying documents, they upon documents way. You know what I mean? 1 year ago that said one thing, and this year that said something else. Yo. The nation definitely drop a comment in the comment section about that one. It's definitely a very interesting development. We'd always feel like Indecom would lapse. Because people don't wonder why, in a case like in Zinga King, Indecom would make a recommendation like the one that they made, even after taking so long. And then, to say that in that instant, the public prosecutor decided that no, them now move forward with no criminal charges. People that say, with numerous other offenses, the people that say were committed by law enforcement. People that wonder if Indecom did just say, yo, them are cover for officers, being that they are technically within the ranks. The IPO also agreed with Indecom, saying that they made recommendations as well. They are officers, inspectors, and they are saying that the nonchalant attitude of high command is that yes, these officers, had these, I could have said discrepancies, because since no charges has been brought against them, it's like the JCF I say I hear say, even though Indecom tell them, but still nothing. They've not hearing. They've called them up for say, why your side? You have to say they even matter. Talk to me in the comment section, nation. This should have public outrage attached to it. You know the sentiments, and for those who don't, and if you're new to the channel, click subscribe icon, then the bell icon and put it on all. And this is how you know you'll be notified of all fresh content. As soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you right here on the platform, the like icon is also in close proximity to the share icon. But a share. Tell a friend, tell them sister and them brother them. Check out the channel, check out the reasoning, join the discussion via the comment section. It told me 24/7, never lucky yet. Just be respectful and mindful of the guidelines. But other than that, Drop your thoughts in the comments and yes, your opinions there, and we can continue reasoning via the comment section. You know the sentiments, and for those who don't want to live, love, and prosper, and stay tuned until the reason again.